Hello there. So, I'd like to just vent and voice out everything I'm pondering, and all things conscious, all things subconscious about my current energy sphere, my current energetic signature. So, I feel, as I have felt for a long time, striated across different worlds, different planes of existence. But I don't feel any one particular one being very strong. Especially the ethereal existences, they can be very strong, believe me. Like yesterday, last night, I had a very strong experience, what I would consider very strong compared to some of my other experiences. It was just quite strong vibratory experience, visionary experience. And yeah, it was still subtle in terms of the visions, but the vibrations were pretty strong. Again, sort of relative to the subtle realms and how subtle things can really be. So, it can be strong. But I feel as though, yes, I still feel like, overall, okay, what I want to turn up the faucet for the spiritual plane. I want the spiritual plane to be embedded in my body, embodied in my vehicle of light. I want it to be radiating out to my world at all times and glowing from within. So this is what I want, and I feel stifled. I feel like it's not happening as fast as I'd like it to. It is happening. I have seen progress. I feel like I can do more energy work than I have previously been able to do. Like, I feel definitely more sensitive, like 100%. But it's still very subtle. But that's what they say about the subtle realms. It's subtle. You're sensitive to the subtle realms. That's what it is. So even just doing that, like, I feel like a wave of peace has washed over me. It's like I'm channeling these tranquil higher realm frequencies, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm so thankful for that. I'm so grateful for that, because it's what I've wanted. It's what I've wanted for a long time, and I'm now receiving that. I'm being a conduit for that, and that's lovely. But I want more Lord, more God, more Source, more ethereal realms, more etherealization, more direct connection and direct experience of the higher realms of spirit in this reality, in this dimension. I want to experience it here, now. I want to see auras, glowing auras that have sound emanating from them that tell me something about the person. It tells me something about their energetic signature. Like, I want to look at a person, see their color of aura, hear the sound, and then maybe I hear a word whispered, like soft or something, or searching, or whatever their vibe is, or maybe it's like something about, like, kind of like their life path number is kind of what I'd like to hear. That the best of them is kind of what I'd want to hear from their energetic signature. something like, creator, creative, or speaker, or problem solver, or healer, or caregiver, or achiever, or explorer, or spirit connector, something like that. So like those are I love to that's sort of grounding in, turning up the faucet of spirit, grounding that into my perception of reality. Because then I feel like I can really, I'm seeing the subterranean layers in reality. I'm seeing it. The subterranean layers, the realm of spirit, it's apparent to me. It's in my conscious surface, it's in my conscious sphere, my conscious surface, the surface of my consciousness. It's there. Also, it could be adjectives that they describe the person, maybe, like, peacemaker, right? Something like that. Or mellow, right? Mellow yellow. Or, and there could be different permutations and combinations. So each person could be a unique combination that I would have to understand and, sort of feel into intuitively. I just want my intuition, I want that to be amped up too. From this, I feel like I can then really fully step into the role of spirit channeler, and from that place I can feel confident enough to create some kind of a livelihood around it, create sort of the structure, the foundation, some kind of a masculine structure, embedded structure, be it a digital structure or a ritualistic structure of how I do things, or some kind of course that I offer, or even a physical structure that's, I go to this place to do my spirit work. Whatever the structure is, I feel like then I can think of what that structure is. It's probably going to start digital, because I'm working on the digital planes of existence already, and it's the most accessible. It's the easiest way to reach anyone in need, and you get to go anywhere while you're doing that. You don't have to be in a certain location to do digital work with someone, work over the digital planes. So I'd probably start digital, and maybe at some point I'd create an establishment that can serve as a physical reality location where I can do my spirit work. My room is kind of that right now, but more of a separate, dedicated spot. But as of right now, I just feel I do feel yes, I'm getting more and more spiritual, but I feel it still doesn't feel like it's quite enough. But I feel this conversation already is activating the seeds within me, the codes within me to make this a reality. just by speaking it into existence pulls that reality closer to me. So this is actually very healing, beautiful work that I'm doing right now. But yeah, I just feel like until that point where I feel like ready, like where I feel like I can really truly offer what my soul's been craving to offer, and also to just experience, right? You have to experience it and overflow your cup before you can truly giveth of that cup to others. And so I just don't feel like I'm fully have filled my cup yet to the point that I can give it to others. Like I could start now. I totally could. I just feel like I want to wait just a little bit, because I feel like I have more activations to go through, and then at that point, once I'm just a little more attuned to the spiritual planes, and I see those planes in existence, I can see the underlying reality of things. I can feel into the nature of someone's inner being and know them beyond just external features or appearances. I know them beneath the surface. I know what their soul needs or wants or is, and how I can help them to get there. Help them to just see it for themselves, to feel seen, feel recognized. And from that point, that's already a healing place, a healing platform for them to do what they want to do, or to feel what they want to feel, or just have permission to be themselves, be who they want to be. But yeah, I feel like I just need to get a little more into spirit, a little more, and then I can create the structure for it to be my livelihood. So it's kind of just patience. Just be patient, Mr. Emerson. These things will flow. These things will come when they are meant to come. So have no fear. Spirit is here. And the quantic vibrations are making their way to you. They are already with you right now. And the realization that they are already with you right now is making its way to the surface of your consciousness. So I have no doubt about that. The magic is here. Rain confirmation. Rain renewal. Rain is renewal. It is the crying, the pouring out of spirit onto this earth to rejuvenate it and fill it up with potent life force energy, emotional life force energy. It is soft, tranquil, and full of abundance. I say it's spirit crying, but it's really spirit not crying of sadness per se, but crying to heal, trying to bring us on the earthly plane and spirit closer together. So yes, it's really raining. It's really coming down now. Spirit really wants to connect. And I want to be more of a master master of my energy, be able to move energy, move subconscious energy, move subconscious paradigms or beliefs, do work like that, shamanic work. I think shamanic work is kind of like this work that's beneath all the surface layers. You know, it's like subterranean work. It's this work, it's like dream work. It's work it's very intuitive, it's very feely, touchy, and it's not being operated on at the level of rational mind. Wow, it is so raining. I don't know if there's be any parking spaces. Okay, so yeah, holy mackerel. Moving energy. I want to feel high vibrational. I want to feel high vibrational. I want to feel the high vibrations of the ethereal planes, of the majestic planes, of the epic planes, the ecstatic planes, so many different planes of existence. I want to have access to that on a conscious level so that I can choose any particular plane at any particular moment without effort. It's effortless. And yeah, no force required. See, sometimes I feel like I'm like forcing spirit, you know, like I'm trying to bring it here. It's like, come on, if I do this, if I try hard enough, if I clench hard enough, then spirit will be here, right? But I feel like the opposite is almost true. It's like less effort is required, more shedding of the layers of what you thought you needed to do to allow the potency of your soul to be what remains. Because we just are spirit. We are spirit. Can you hear it? So I want to turn up the faucet to spirit. I want to turn up this. I want to turn up the faucet to spirit. I want to be a channel of spirit. I want to have access to all the spiritual planes in my conscious sphere effortlessly. I want to be a magician of my life, a creator of my life in the most spiritual sense. I want to be high vibrational. And the rest will follow. Thank you. Much love.